Let's see here. The beach was a cold and desolate place. A place that would stretch for eternity in every direction with no clear end in sight. It was a void with no bounds, a place where the very concepts of time and space would wither away into nothingness. There was no doubt of it in his mind. This was the place where stories, memories, and souls, all of it goes to die.
What's the rush?
Blimey!
I wouldn't go through that door if I were you.
What? Why?
Take a look up at the sign.
Oh, God.
Not quite. I am the Neverender.
Great. More Justice references. Exactly what I need.
Please, Doctor, let the subtext breathe a little for once. I wouldn't do that either.
Why not?
Didn't you get the memo? I upgraded to 1.20, and I haven't quite gotten around to building your TARDIS interior in this version yet.
I'm sorry, but what is this place? Didn't I just...
Reboot the entire multiverse?
Yeah?
Yes, I have it right here. January 4th, 2024, you bested Will.i.am and won a game of Uno, and in the process wished for a reboot of the entire multiverse.
I'm sorry, you have that down in a book? It happened like 3 minutes ago.
Not quite. Adjusting for the chronon drift, it happened maybe like 11 months ago? Who am I kidding? Exactly 11 months and 21 days ago.
Chronon drift?
Do you really want me to explain?
Well, yeah.
I mapped all of your narrative points from MC to the reward, and then fine-tuned your metaphasic perception to...
Okay. Maybe I don't want to hear that.
Have it your way.
Wow, can you just take a minute? It's a lot.
Sure. Take all the ticks you need.
Dark. Dirk Dozer, are they okay?
Well, you rebooted everything.
So, does that mean they're...
They're what?
No.
The two of them, along with the entire multiverse you used to call home, are now gone. None of it exists anymore.
I still exist.
Well, you're not really you, either.
What does that mean?
I tried to tell you. You're not so much you, but rather a physical manifestation of Across the Multiverse's reluctance to die. You're here because I so naively put this message at the end of Present Part 4.
What the blazes is a present part 4?
Doctor, if you're going to wish for the ability to break the fourth wall, don't you think you should try busting that shit down once in a while?
I thought I wasn't the doctor.
You're close enough. Try it.
The theory is that there are an infinite number of alternate realities. Some of them are very different, and some are almost identical. That has to be
Multiverse.
I can't.
Then buckle up for the greatest story of all time.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm a character in a story that you created, and you're like some god that creates a bunch of stories, like Will.i.am.
Exactly.
So much for free will.
People get the wrong idea about free will. It's not so much freedom to choose something. It's the freedom to make your own option.
Okay, your point?
No point. Just felt like the right time to say that.
Hold on. The cascade. No. Cascades, plural. What the hell?
Right. The multiversal cascade. You were going to talk about that at some point. You know, you're one of the very few who survived both.
Those were living, breathing, real people.
Don't take the high road with me. Your first thought after getting magic powers was to reboot the entire multiverse.
But that was different.
I don't see how it's different. Think about it like this. Once a story starts to overstay its welcome, they have to be wiped clean. Beloved or not. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just how it works. Eventually, somehow, all the excess plot points converge into, call it a narrative cascade.
Dark said that Will.i.am is what caused the final cascade.
You know, I'll let you in on a secret. I am somehow the Watcher, Will.i.am, the Architect, and the Neverender all at once.
Who's the... Never mind. Be honest with me, why am I here? Why are you telling me all of this?
I told you. You're here because I made a promise.
Yeah, but you could have filled that quota with any old ATM clip or, Christ, even an ATM Christmas postcard. Why go to all this effort of bringing me here?
Even as a physical manifestation of ATM's undying spirit, you're still wicked smart. That's why your story is my favorite.
Then how come I never got made?
Come on, take a seat. This place we're in right now, it's called Development Hell. I've come up with a lot of stories and ideas over the ticks, but they never really make it out of this room.
Just become little trinkets that build up over time. So what am I? Just another trinket?
Yes and no. See, you're a unique individual. You sort of anchor most of the stories that I've told so far. Devel, you throw a sonic screwdriver out here, you'll hit a Dr. Variant.
So my story isn't special then?
No. I didn't say that. Let me finish. You represent all of my collective ambition. Across the Multiverse was supposed to be the project that would get me out of this rut. But you know how things are.
Things?
Yeah, things. They get in the way, make everything complicated, tie them up in all sorts of knots. The present trilogy and everything just became too much. But then you came along. You came along and rebooted the whole thing, gave me a clean slate to work on ATM, and that's why you're special.
I still don't get your point.
Of course you don't. I haven't made it yet. We're at a crossroads right now. We're at a point where we can do anything, free of all the baggage of every convoluted story I've ever come up with. But
Across the multiverse is getting in the way.
I'm in the process of writing a really cool story right now. It's got everything I loved crammed right in. Wish I could tell you all about it, but we're running out of time. You have to make a choice.
What's happening to her?
Let me remind you, that's not really your TARDIS, and you're not really you. Ever since the reward, your canon has become more and more unstable. If you don't make a choice right now, everything you are will unravel.
What do I have to do?
I'm going to show you two options. Drumroll, please. Hell yeah, look that little guy. Option number one. You walk through that door, and your journey, your story, will come to an end. Once you step through, I will stop bothering you for the rest of time.
So I just go past that door, and I cease to exist.
Almost. More like that narrative act of entering the door will become fixed, and it will have to become the story's end.
So what's option two? Just curious, you know?
Option number two. Walk right back into the TARDIS, and I will stabilize your canon once and for all.
You can do that?
Sure. Sand some edges, tweak your plot points. No guarantee what it'll look like, but you'll exist.
Doesn't sound too bad to me.
You have to understand, though. This decision is permanent. There are no do-overs, there are no middle grounds. You either are or aren't.
Can't I just stay here with you?
Doctor, you'll always be here with me. And here,
Delightful.
truth be told, I would love for the two of us to just stay here together, but it's been far too long already.
Free will. How overrated. Tell you what,
What's up?
I want a hot cocoa
Thought you might.
and some time alone.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sure. I mean, this is my one and only boundless void, but sure, I can go somewhere else.
I'm sorry, it's just... I feel like I have to do this last part on my own.
No worries. You don't owe me an explanation.
Thank you.
I will have to tell you though, this cocoa is no ordinary cocoa. It's drawn from your memory of what cocoa represents. Packs a punch.
I'll keep that in mind.
Machine's already going. Just wait for the ding.
Got it.
Time I was off. Whatever choice you do end up making, just know that I've got your back.
Wait. I'm not just a story, am I? What exactly happens to a story when it grows beyond its creator?
You always were my favorite.
Huh. How about that? I get it now.
Do you?